We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Heal yourself, and your relationships will heal too. If you can heal yourself, then you're going to be ready for a relationship without fear, without need. If you and your partner each work on yourselves, you will see how quickly progress is made. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 37, NASDAQ off 20, S&P's down 4.5, gold contract up $5.80, trading at $1,352 an ounce. Silver up 33 cents at $20.18 an ounce. Platinum up 20 bucks at $1,176 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.18 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.33, trading at $41.44 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note up 12 ticks, 132.23. 30-year bond up 22 ticks, 173.13. Notes and bonds, folks. Yesterday they go top side, have wide price spread, have the volume. Today the notes have the volume. Bonds need a little bit more. Bottom line, the notes and the bonds are indicating the market's turned, wants to go south. King dollar. King dollar down 517 ticks, traded at 95.61. The euro is at $1.11, and the yen is trading at 101. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. This is what we have. This is going to be a wild one, folks. So, we take a look at the SPY. This is what you have. SPY did 55 million shares. We made a high yesterday with 51. Bottom line, it would have been nice to see the SPY do more volume. Why? Because you're going into last Friday's uptrend. Last Friday, we went topside with 71 million. You come down 55. What you're going to need for lower price here is an expansion of volume. I do expect we're going to go after the $217.07 more than likely tomorrow. Bottom line, though, you need that expansion of volume, because if you don't get the expansion of volume, you're going to be right back topside. The Qs. What do we have with the Qs? Same type of setup inside the Qs. What you have with the Qs is this. The Qs are at $116.62. You did 14 million shares. That's too light on the way down, folks. Bottom line, you're coming into 23 million shares. You did 14. Yeah, granted, you did a high yesterday with 13, which is anemic. Bottom line, though, you need more volume. When we take a look at the indices themselves, this is what you have. The NYSE, we did 764 million. I would like to see about 800 million on the way down. And inside the NASDAQ Composite, what we did 1.6 billion. That also needed more volume on the way down. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract, folks, looks like a structure of an ABC structure on the way down. What we had is this. 5 o'clock this morning, gold goes higher, dollar goes lower. Both with dramatically lighter volume. They were both going against the, in gold's case, it was going against the downdraft that was created last Friday. That's when gold went from 1371 to 1340. It had done that with 223,000 contracts. Well, what we had done today is that you go into that bar with 184,000 contracts, and then you gave it up on price. What does that set up? That sets up, you want to get, that gold wants to trade down to the 1318. What I expect you're going to see here is that this thing wants to get into approximately the 1288 area. So the volatility is going to continue in that market, I expect, in that market in spades. Now, let's go over to the notes. The notes and the bonds have been consistent, meaning each and every time that they start moving higher, and they seem to move higher a day before we even turn in the marketplace, bottom line, money gets into the bond market. The bond market continues to want higher price. The 10-year note, what the 10-year note did out here today is this. 10-year note is $132.22. Your last swing high out here is July 29th. That's 133.04. It's going to go for it. And Wednesday in the week, I expect there's going to be follow through out here tomorrow. We'll see where they get the expansion of volume. It's going to go for it, and it very well is going to go for the 134.07, which was the high of the 24th of June. And that was the jobs number. We go take, no, that was Brexit, sorry. We go take a look at the 30-year. What you have with the 30-year, same type of setup. Now, the 30-year finally did have an expansion of volume coming into the close. It was light about when I got on the air at about 3 o'clock. Did have an expansion of volume. 30-year right now is at 132.22, and 133.04 is the next number where the 30-year looks like it wants to get up and into. We go take a look at the King Dollar. So what do we have with King Dollar? What you have with King Dollar is this. As I said a little bit earlier, they took King Dollar south at 5 o'clock in the morning. No volume. King Dollar was coming into how it went topside last Friday. Bottom line, what happens? We go down with 16,000 contracts. You got to a low of $95.35. You rejected that low. You had 16,000 contracts going against 24,000 contracts. Going against, mind you, from the 24th, 66,000 contracts. What does that set up? That sets up the good old King Dollar, wants to rule once again, wants to get up into the $97.62. That was the swing high that was generated out here on the 25th of July, and we'll see whether it can get up and over that whole level. Bottom line is that what we are going to need for lower price, though, is an expansion of volume. We had a slight expansion out here today, not enough, though, to turn around and say, okay, because it was a very subtle move. We've been sideways now, and we've been sideways, folks, okay, since July 14th. You know, each and every time that tries to get to a high, can't handle it. Bottom line, we had come off the highs on the 24th with monster volume on the way down. So we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow. What we did have is that inside the IBB, big expansion of volume. Okay, bottom line, that came off the highs with volume. ExxonMobil also came off the highs with volume. That's an indication that the S&P wants to go lower. ExxonMobil looks like it's a monster ABC down. That was down $1.54 today. That was leading the indices on the way down. The B point of ExxonMobil is $85.59. I expect it's going to go after that level tomorrow. We'll see how it handles that level, if in fact it can take that level out. If it takes that level out, which looks like it wants to take that level out, you get yourself a monster ABC structure on the way down that will go after the high volume swing low that is left over from February 11th. You get that going inside the oil stocks. Bottom line, that's going to put some heavy pressure on the S&P. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished down 37. NASDAQ off 20. S&P's off 5. We're going to be right back.